And I'm going to share my screen. All right. This is going to be weird with nobody in here. All right. So welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create an ePortfolio from a template that's within your D2L course. You'll be using the ePortfolio for creation of your RN BSN ePortfolio to show progress in your classes. So the first thing I want to do is just show you what an ePortfolio is. I'm going to access ePortfolio through this portal on MavZone, but what you will actually be doing is going in through D2L and accessing it through your course, and I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. So once you click on the ePortfolio, you come to this screen, and I wanted to call your attention right down here. This is the ePortfolio Get Help area, and it has tutorials on how to create an ePortfolio and all of those type of things, how to add content, how to design and organize. So everything I'm going to be covering today is also on this website as well, and it's got pictures and video as far as adding the different things I'm going to show you to do today. But what I really want to do right now is just show you what an ePortfolio is. An ePortfolio is just a website that you create as a student, and it showcases your educational experiences as well as your clinical and career type of experiences. So I'm going to show you an example ePortfolio here of a cell and molecular biology student. You can see that this is just a website that he's created, but all of the content is centered around his educational and research type activities. So you can see right down here that he is planning on pursuing a PhD when he's finished, and that's part of the reason he's creating this ePortfolio. Another reason for creating or a use for ePortfolio is for career showcase. So if you're planning on going into the DNP program, this can be used as sort of a portfolio for that, or you can also use this portfolio if you're applying for a position and you want to show experience in a research area. You can do that as well. So here we've got Donovan Trinidad. He has added an About Me section. He's also got information about the research that he's done, and over here he's got several different pages of specific research that he's done. He's also got awards listed here, and he's got short reflections on each award. His community involvement with community and specifically medical type extracurricular activities. He's got his work experience listed. Not only his student success programs, early starts, and hoops for troops, but he's also got his resume here. And he's got this displayed as a visual PDF. So that is just uploading a PDF as an image, and I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. He's got his social media outlets that he manages, and he's also got a contact me form here, which includes a way of contacting him via email, but it keeps all of his information, including his email address, private. So anybody who wants to can get in here and email him directly, but it doesn't actually share any of his private information with him. So that's an example of what an ePortfolio is. Now I'm going to take you into your class and show you how to access ePortfolio through D2L. Take off my jacket. All right, so if you go to your course, ePortfolio is actually embedded as an external learning tool, and you will find it right over here. If you click on that link, you will see this link to ePortfolio, and it will actually open the ePortfolio interface within your course. So in order to create an ePortfolio, all you need to do is hit this green plus arrow here and select this RN BSN template. Now, your instructor and I have already created a template which has a page or a section for each of your courses. And once you've created your ePortfolio, all you need to do is click on it, and it will take you into Digication, where you can begin to edit your ePortfolio and add content. So right here you'll see all of the courses in the RN to BSN program are listed up here. And so for each course, you will actually have a section in your ePortfolio where you will preserve some of your work in there for your final portfolio at the end of the program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add pages within a course. So you have to make sure that you're actually on the course that you want to add a page to, and click Add, Edit, and Add Page. And go ahead and type the name of your page. So nursing philosophy is potentially one of your assignments that'll be coming up, and Janice will tell you about that. But I'm just going to add that name in here and click Save. And you will see that now I have a page that is nursing philosophy underneath this class. So now I'm going to show you how to add content. I'm going to start with the rich text module. If a module is basically a way to add content into your ePortfolio. If the add module is not open, you just click on it to open it, and then you have all of your different, basically they're apps that can be added in. The one that you're going to use by far more than any is the rich text module. So you just select rich text and add this module, and you'll just have to give it a couple minutes to update, and then you will have an HTML editor right here, and you can add pictures and text and everything else. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of how you can format fonts and add different images and things like that in here. So this is my nursing philosophy. So say I want this to be a title, I just highlight that. I can actually select different colors here. I can select larger font here, and I can even bold it or underline it. I can center it, control the orientation of it. So that's going to be my title. And then I'm going to come down here, and I don't want the actual body to be red and large and underlined and everything. So I'm going to change all of this back to 12-point and black writing with no bold or underline. And I'm also going to orient it to the left-hand side. I can't type. Okay, so you can type whatever text here. And format it however you would like. Now, if I wanted to add an image to this, I can actually do that. I can select this button right here, which is Insert Media. And I'm just going to insert an image from here. And I select the image, and I just scroll down and click Insert. Now here I can actually change the size of this image to whatever I would like. And when I click off of it, you can actually see the image. So at this point, I'm going to save, and I'm going to publish. It's 2 steps you need to take each time you add any content, is save it first and then publish it. You go to Publish Changes, and then you can see your published view, which is this is what people coming to your website will actually see. So you can see that now I have my image, my title, and my text here, my extra page here. So I've actually added some content. Now, if I want to continue editing this, I'll just go into Edit, and I can continue. I can take pictures away or add pictures or whatever I'd like. Now, you can also, to edit this, you want to make sure that you're on the Edit tab here. You can also create tables. You can insert PDFs as images here. So if I had a PDF, let me see if I can find a PDF real quick. You can actually insert it as a visual PDF, and it will display on your page. Oh, I don't think I saved it. Hang on. Wait, it might be at the bottom. Nope, it didn't save. Okay, so I'm going to go back in again and choose it again. go to PDF here and do a search. Open, insert. Oh, here it is. Sorry, it's right here. So I'm sorry, that's how I insert a file. But if I actually want it to be visual, then I would select the image file right here, and I would do the same thing basically. So I'll choose the same thing, but this time I'm putting it in as an image. And you won't be able to see anything here, but when you save and publish it, you'll be able to see the PDF visually displayed. So I'm going to save and publish, and then go to my published view, and I can actually see that PDF right there as visually displayed on my web page. Okay? So that is how you add content. I'm going to show you now how to add a couple of other kinds of modules. First one is image, video, audio. I'm going to add this module. And I want to point out a couple of things here. I never use this button right here, which is replace this media with large video. Basically, that's if you've got a video saved onto your computer and you want to put it directly onto the website. It basically condenses it down, and doesn't really work very well. So if you want to put a video on your website, upload it to YouTube first and follow this method that I'm just getting ready to show you. So I'm going to go to YouTube here, and I'm going to find a nursing video real quick. And I'm just going to select one. This is just random. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the share button and embed, and I'm going to copy this embed code. And then I'll go back over to my ePortfolio, go into replace this media, and I'm going to do media from web, which is the second tab here, and I'm going to select YouTube from this drop-down menu. And then right here it says embed. This is where you paste the embed code. So once it's pasted, you scroll down and hit done, and it actually puts it inside your web page. So I'm going to go to publish here and publish my changes and look at my published view, and you can see that this is actually displayed on my web page as an embedded video, and I can play it right from there. Okay? Now, there's a couple of other things I need to show you about adding content. I'm going to add, oh, and also, by the way, if I want to edit this, you'll notice that I can't change the size of this video at all. That is one sort of setback as far as this goes. If I wanted to add a video, let me edit this one, and I'm going to just delete this PDF that I created and some of these other things, and I'm going to embed a video in the text, in the rich text area. So I'll put it right up here, and I'll do the same thing. I'm going to go to the image. I'm going to go to media from web, YouTube, and I'm going to paste the embed code right here, and then I will insert this. Now, since I'm in the text area, I can actually change the size of this video, which is kind of nice. You can put it in full size like here, or you can put it in and change the size in an actual text area. So I'm going to publish this so you can see the difference. But when you add it as a media file, as an image, you cannot change the size, and that goes for still pictures as well. So I'm going to go back into edit here. I'm going to add one more type of, I think, you know, I've got two more types of modules to show you. I'm going to add a gallery. And with a gallery, it enables you to basically add lots of different pictures or images in. You can even upload a PowerPoint presentation and have it display as a slideshow. So I'm going to add media here. I'm going to go to my computer and choose files. And I'm just going to select JPEG here and just select a few random images here. So I'm going to open those, and you'll see that those are uploading. Once they're finished uploading, you can just hit done. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this again so you can see what it looks like right now. And you'll see that I have a gallery here that I can click through. Okay. Now, one thing that you can do is edit how this looks. You can select it to display the images down the side, or you can select to just have it display numbers at the top. So I'm going to add a caption here because I want to show you what happens to captions and how to control how they look a little bit. So I'm going to just click Save Caption. And I'm going to republish this. Oh wait, let me see, make sure I selected the right one. I'm going to republish this and go to my published view, and you will see that this lines up perfectly. And the reason for that is because I have at least enough images to fill up the side here. But if I were to go back in here and say I only wanted to include 3 images instead of 5, I'm going to go back and edit this and just get rid of 2 images. Just hit the delete button, get rid of 2 images. And I'm going to save this again, publish it, and go into my published view. Oh, it didn't save it for some reason. Let me try it again. Let me publish that again and see. You'll see if I only have 3 images here, or not enough, depending on the size of your image, to fill up the side here, then your caption will be over at the side. So if you see this happening and that is all the images you want to display, you might want to select the top display area where the thumbnails show. So if that's the case, I would select this one or even this one with the numbers and use that so that my captions are lined up. Okay? All right, back to my published view. And I put those back at the top. So I've got one more type of app to show you. I'm going to add one more module, which is your contact form. And the contact form is really simple. All you have to do is put in your email address, which I've got right here. Sorry, it's flipping around a little bit. So my email address is already in there. And I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to go to my published view, and it will actually insert the form in there for my email contact form. Now, one other thing you might want to be able to do is change the order of these apps. So if you just go to drag to reorder over any of the sections that you've created, you can just drag it up or down and put it in different order. And that's the way that you reorder them. If you want to delete one, you just click on the delete button, which is, make sure you're in the correct app where you want to delete. And once you do this, it is permanently gone. So make sure that you're not deleting something that you can't recreate or that you would like to keep. And I'm just going to hit delete, and it will actually delete it. Okay? So that is how you create your ePortfolio. I want to go in and show you how to control some of your settings. So go into Portfolio Tool and Settings. You are actually able to change the name of your ePortfolio here. You can also change the name of your, or change the title of your URL address and make it custom as well if you like. I'm going to go into Customize real quick here and show you a couple of other things that you can do. First of all, if you want to add your own header image, I have instructions on how to do this. If you want me to walk you through it over the phone, you can always call me. But I'm going to select Upload a New Image, and I'm going to choose a file that I've already created on my website, on my computer here. And upload that. I'm going to go down to the bottom here and save this, and you'll see that I have a new header. And I've got instructions on how to do that in that Get Help ePortfolio area, which I'll show you again in a second. Now, say I wanted a darker background out here on the outside, I can easily change that as well. I'll go to settings again and customize. And I'll just scroll down here, and I've got the opportunity here to select a background color. And I'm just going to pick a little bit different, a little bit darker background color. And save it, and you'll see that I've now got a darker background color. Now, if you decided that you wanted to have an image as a background, you can do that as well. There's just a couple of little tricks to it you need to know. So I'm going to unchoose the background color, and I'm going to use a background image instead. I'm going to choose a file. And one thing that you need to do, make sure you do, is click horizontal and vertical repeat for the image, because otherwise it will only stick one image up there, and typically it will be behind this area right here and you won't even be able to see it. So I tile it both horizontally and vertically to make sure that it covers the entire background, and I'll go down here and I'll hit save again. And you'll see that I now have a photo background, and you'll see that it repeats. This is a really large picture, but if it was smaller, it would be repeating more often, and it adds a background to your ePortfolio. If you want any help with design, you can always give me a call and I can do a design consultation with you. Not a big deal. I have instructions on how to do this. If you go to your ePortfolio section here, you'll get to the directory, and just click on this Get Help ePortfolio. Let me go to the published view here. And if you go to Design and Organize, I've got information on how to create a custom header. You can even use this web-based photo editor to create one. And I've got instructions on exactly how to do it. I've also got background information, how to change your background. If you actually want to get into the code, I've got CSS, which is the cascading style sheet, and how to change the colors and around the corners and things on that. I don't expect any of you guys to get into it that deeply, but if you are interested in it, it can be done, and I can show you how to do it. So I'm going to go back to my home and go back into my ePortfolio, and I believe that that is all I need to show. Oh, I wanted to show you the permissions too. So I'm going to go into settings again. And you have the ability to control your permissions. So right here is your permissions. When it is set up, it's set up private to me, but I want all of you to be aware that it is also shared with the course. Right now, your instructor has that not activated in D2L, but towards the end of the course, there's potential for that to be shared with the class. So right now, only your instructor can view your ePortfolio. If you have somebody like a student or a colleague that you would like to show your ePortfolio to get feedback from, they would need to have a CMU email address, and you would just put the username in there. And you can select that person. Now you have the opportunity to make them an editor or a publisher or an admin, but I really suggest you just keep everybody as a viewer so nobody has the ability to go in and mess up any of the work that you've done. If you decide later on that you don't want them to have permission to view that, you can just remove it. Now do not remove your course from here because it needs to be attached to your D2L class, and it's already shared, so please don't mess with that. The rest of this, I don't ever mess with tagging. Tagging is just a way to create a tag for search purposes, which we don't really need since it's attached to your course. Also, I don't ever allow comments because I don't want to mediate those comments. And conversations is the same way. I just don't enable any of that stuff because I don't want to mess with it. So that is how you create your ePortfolio, and know that I'm available for you. I can have consultations over the phone. We can have a Zoom session like this. I can walk you through designing or uploading or whatever you need to know about ePortfolio. My name is Tracy DeBellevue, and my number is 970-248-1201. And I am also listed in the class, on the class list as well, and you can email me from there. And I believe that that's all we have today. So thank you very much and have a great semester.